Yeah, so as I said, remember that free-to-play players should not be pushing high-level domains, high-level dungeons before level 90, as it makes no sense for them whatsoever, because they should not be spending resources on dungeons anyway, except for goblin and domains. But if you're looking for teams, free-to-play friendly teams, epics only, to clear certain dungeons at certain levels, here are a few that I've done. So as you can see, flame domain stage 4. If you go here to the low rarity, you can see my team. I've been using an ice blast team. I don't have Catherine, so I had to use Gladros with debuff immunity with Hourglass. If you don't have Hourglass, the burner is a good choice as well, because we can get this into shorter rotation. I used her for the ultimate down as well. I could have used Kurza. She will work pretty good as well, but I wanted to try something else. And Ice Blast team as main damage dealers. This artifact is really powerful early on. There's not much healing coming here, and I've still put that on because I didn't have better choice. I didn't want to spend my Essence of Creation, as this is my main icon, and obviously Garius with Gatekeeper stuff. Now, if you're a free-to-play player in Season 4, I'm expecting you to have 3 legendary heroes by now. You might not have all 3, but 2 definitely. You should have Witch's Remain, you should have Hourglass, and you should have Gatekeeper stuff. These are the 3 mandatory artifacts in Season 2, 3, and whatsoever, and they're still very powerful, so I'm expecting you to have them, especially now with a chance of getting legendary heroes from the Starlight dice. Now, Frost Domain, that was actually a little bit harder, I would say, because there's the shield removal is not that good here. We only have that on Shug's ultimate. We could use Brody as well to have 2 shield removals, as she has that shield on every skill, but good rotation helps. And as you can see again, Garius, Shug with Witch's Remain, we have Tonalnen with the Gem, Folly with Ravatrix Roots, and we have Alfie with Pipe Organ, which is not mandatory, as this is only boosting Follies and Shug's damage. So you could put anything that you have here and it will work. I only brought him to increase the possibility of basically buffing those 2 damage dealers, and it works. 229 level 4, a little bit slower, but it's still manageable. Now, Tempest Domain was quite challenging. I'm nowhere close to 49 seconds, but I found team that can clear it in 1 minute 20, which I am impressed, because yesterday full legendary team could barely do it, right? So this is the team, and on top of that, this team has no affinity, right? So I'm not getting any bonuses from the affinity, as Frost is with Necro, Fire is with Poison, and Garius is with the Lightning team. And again, same story here, using the epic equipment that I have, utilizing the damage, and I brought in Sigrid only for one purpose. If I can't kill the minions, the little whelps, I will at least have healing prohibition, so I can kick the dragon ass in the second rotation, but that was not needed. I didn't even get to the minions, I just killed the boss. Now, Grave of Venom stage 7, that is challenging as free-to-play player even at level 19, but as you can see, I managed to beat one of the big Koreans on my server. I used the team below, so Garius again, because you should be using Garius, Gerfen, Bledin, we want 2 strong damage dealers. This time around, Poison of the Swamp, the best Season 4 artifact. That should be your choice after the 3 artifacts that I mentioned. Is working well because we have Quarion on high rotation. Quarion has a really low cooldown on his skill already, plus we use Rift, Hourglass, and Goblin Helmet and Blessing Staff to make sure he constantly heals and helps with the damage, and Shook with Witch's Remain, and he is the shield dispeller. The rotation here is pretty simple. We cast Shook ultimate on the shield, and then, well, just before the Harpy ultimate, because we want to have their 2 debuffs. So we'll have attack penalty and we'll have recharge speed penalty when he removes the shield, and then we follow with our damage dealers. Quarion on auto, just healing through, and Garius healing after the first skill of Harpy to ensure a team survives the second. And the third team that you all, well, the Grave of Curse team that you all witnessed as one of the hardest, I believe. I still managed to beat this player by 6 seconds, which is impressive. And that's quite impressive. And yes, 3 rares, 2 epics. Again, Garius as he's just so powerful. Kerza to have defense penalty, well, from which is remain, but also recharge speed penalty, attack speed penalty, which helps a lot. Shield prohibition, another debuff, slowing down the boss. And Megan, that was a good shout here. She's only level 70 as I ran out of the resources, but the 2 buffs help the whole team, at least the 4 melee heroes, to avoid the stun. Megan was still getting stunned, but you can avoid it by putting an resistance artifacts and resistance equipment as well. Or maybe you can get her to level 90 so you don't need this defense, you can focus on resistance everywhere. The new support, Elindra, she is again buff prohibition and dispel, so she's very similar to Grover, who's our main damage dealer, by the way. And still in buff, so we have 2 heroes still in buffs. The rotation is as soon as the boss casts the first skill and gains 3 buffs, we cast Grover ultimate, then Elindra ultimate. While the boss is between the second skill and third skill, we cast Kerza's ultimate. Recharge speed penalty will slow down the boss, and then we cast Megan's and Gary's healing to ensure everyone survives. And that's basically it at the moment, as this covers this racing, and I will not participate in the affinity racing because those people who are here in the top 10 are way stronger than me, so I don't want to spend my stamina competing for it. But I'm very happy with what I've done today, especially the Tempest domain, as even if you look at the no affinity, I'm still here in the rank using this low level team. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!